Hi, it's me, Kevin Wright here with another property finance tip. What's it about this week? Well, how many properties do you want to buy with the pot of cash that you've got? For example, 4 or many more than 4? Stick around while I explain the difference between the two. So how many properties realistically can you buy with a single pot of cash? I'm going to look at the common guidance you get on this and then say, hey, is there another way that could be more beneficial for you? Now, to make this simpler, I'm going to use a round figure. And if you're thinking, well, I could never buy a property like that in my part of the country, then it is just an example. So you can adapt it to values in the part of the country where you buy. So let's say your cash pot is £100,000. And here's the sort of standard advice that I see people getting from other investors and maybe some mortgage brokers too. Now, don't buy one property for £100,000 and use all your cash up. Split it into 4. Put a 25% deposit down, get a 75% mortgage, and with your 100,000, you've now got 4 properties instead of 1. Great advice. But now you're limited to 4 properties because all your cash is sitting in those 4 properties. Yes, you've got 4, but how do you move on from there? Well, you've got to save up another pile of cash, and that may not be so easy. Is there another way? Well, yes, I believe there is. And what is it? Let's look at this. So let's just say you bought a bit of a wreck of a property, and because it's a wreck, you can buy it cheaper. And let's just say you could buy it and fix it up with your £100,000 cash. And having bought this wreck of a property and fixed it up within your £100,000 cash, it could now be worth, keep figures simple, £150,000. So now you get a mortgage based on the £150,000 value, which is going to work out just over £100,000, which means you've now got a property you can rent out, but hey, the £100,000 you started off with is back in your bank account, which means you've now got £100,000 to go out and do it again. Buy a wreck of a property for less than £100,000, enough to spend doing it up, refinance at a higher value. Now you've got another property in your portfolio, but yet again, your £100,000 is back in your bank account to do it again. Sounding good, eh? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this is as easy as falling off a log, and you do need quite a bit of discipline to find the right property with the right potential to add value and the right seller that's prepared to let it go for a fair price for you. And of course, you've got to buy it at the right price too. But what if you haven't got, let's say, that £100,000 in cash? Is that the end of the story? No, because you can get bridging finance, because bridgers love to lend on wrecks of a property that you're going to fix up and make mortgageable. So do need some cash, but not so much cash that you have to buy the whole thing cash. Bit of cash, the rest on bridging, add your value, and hey, there are refurb bridges that actually lend you 100% of the refurb cost too. So you might need less cash than you actually think. Do the work, get it refinanced at the upper value, and you're still back with the £100,000 in your bank. So here's the question. If you can do that and even if you get most of your cash out, not all of it, how many times can you do that? And how many properties can you buy with that one pot of cash? Get it right, and it's a lot more than 4. So why is it then that you get told to just split it up into 4? Possibly 2 reasons. One reason is that whoever's telling you doesn't understand the other option. Or possibly it's someone that benefits from actually keeping you to just 4. For example, a mortgage broker that's going to get 4 mortgages out of that. See, now a smarter broker would be helping you with the bridging and every mortgage that you need after that. So there's a win-win there. You get a lot more properties in your portfolio and actually get a lot more than 4 mortgages. So that's my tip for this week. Do you want to stick to 4 or many more than 4, depending on the level of creativity that you want to work to? So if you like this video, I'm going to be back with another one next week. And if you haven't subscribed yet, well, click that button. Oh, and tick that belly thing too, because that'll give you a ping on your phone every time I release a new video, which is more than once a week now. Oh, and hang around, just got something else I want to show you. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hey, I've got an Instagram channel too. It's some really interesting content on there, and it's all short, snappy stuff. So it's @Kevin Wright Property. Check out the link here. Go find me on Instagram.